What is up, everyone, and welcome to episode 68, or one away, of the Party Chat podcast. As always, I'm your host, Squiggy, and I'm joined by Slazo and Laura. Hello, guys.
Why?
I don't know this gentleman.
Why we got such an immature podcast host? Like, us all.
Can we boycott next week?
It's fun.
I am boycotting next week. I don't.
No,
know.
you're
Brilliant.
Not. No, you're not.
Brilliant.
We're working around it.
Okay, I'm literally going on the run. So good luck, guys. Anyway, thank you for that intro, Squiggy. The countdown.
Yeah, if we put that to one side, the rest of the intro was great.
Well, it has been perfected for 67 episodes before this, so I would hope I had a count there. I'd hope that I'm acceptable at my job.
Okay.
But yeah, how are you both apart from disappointed?
Judging you.
Judgy and disappointed.
Yeah,
all right, it's been quite a week, but all right.
Played anything this week? Anything different from last week that we spoke about?
Oh, different! Damn it! What a cop.
No. Or have you made any more progress on games you were playing?
Okay, I've played a couple of new iPad games because the new Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh iPad mobile games came out this week.
Tried the new WWE game. It's apparently
Yeah, it advertised that one to me, and I went lol no and went to play Sean's.
No, apparently it's very good.
Yeah, but I'm playing Sean's card games.
Okay, whatever. Just trying to help you.
I don't care about your WWE puzzler. Let me play Yu-Gi-Oh, damn it.
Anyway.
Yeah, so how was Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh? Or whatever it was?
When I could connect, because, oh boy, that was fun. It was alright. Some of the starter decks are a bit crap. It's a bit weird playing Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's kind of half between the anime rules and the actual rules. And then Pokemon, I barely got a chance to play before the connection crapped out, but the game's Pokemon Duel, which is based off Pokemon Co-Master in Japan, and it's kind of like the old trading figure game, if anyone remembers that. If you do, 10 points.
I remember the trading card game.
Yeah, everyone remembers trading card game, mate. That's congrats. No, the trading figure game was kind of cool, more for collecting the figures than anything. But I'll let you know when I've had a chance to play some more of it, but it seemed okay for the brief moment I got to play.
Cool. Laura, you played anything?
I've done some more Forza, and I'm still trying to get you to play with me in Forza. Just make that awkward.
You made that very clear to people.
Yeah, on Forza.
For those immature people that like things like episode 69.
Yeah, it's Forza. It's all about Forza. Other than I did a little bit more on Dead Rising. I just basically Forza and Dead Rising my focus. I want to go back to Gears of War. I did start to play GTA in first. I'm going to do it all in first person mode, so it's really different. But I kept getting distracted by playing Forza.
Which GTA?
GTA
5.
5.
Yeah,
The latest one. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to get on that. I also need to go back to Mafia, which I'm just looking at my shelf. But yeah, basically I've played Dead Rising and Forza this week. I think I'm near the end of the Dead Rising story. That probably won't stop me playing it because I just really love destroying stuff. And they've got an update coming where they're going to add a harder mode and all Street Fighter update.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going to talk about it later on, but I thought it's not that.
It's only me that really cares at this point. And I don't even like Street Fighter, so the update's like, weh, but I like the harder mode idea. So, but yeah, that's what I've been playing. Squiggy, anything?
Did I finish the Infinite Warfare campaign before last week?
Yeah, no, you finished it last week because you told Slazo you told Slazo. You told Slazo.
Sorry, what?
You told Slazo that you'd finished it, and Slazo's like, "Oh, I think we're behind."
No, I told Slazo I was right at the end, didn't I? Or something like that.
No, you basically said you were finished it, or you were really right at the end, and it's really good. It gets better. Because Slazo's like, "Yeah, I think I'm behind you." Because I remember thinking, "Of course you are." He's literally at the end.
Yeah. Well, I finished that. I won't talk about that because I feel like
I haven't played any more of it since last week.
I played a bit more of Twilight Princess HD.
Oh, nice.
I have got the Master Sword now.
Holy shit.
I don't know. I honestly don't know where I am. Like, I'm in a desert. I've just gone into one of the temples in the desert.
How many temples have you done?
I've done the the Goron thing, and the one after that, the one in the lake, the the water one.
Jabu Jabu, was it?
No,
I
there's
can't remember if it's Jabu Jabu's belly in Twilight or not.
that doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
I've done Lake. Is it Lake Hy? Is it Hylia? Lake Hylia?
Yes,
That was the last. That's the last one that I've done.
So you're probably around almost halfway.
Yeah, I feel like I'm about halfway through. Like it seems to be the story seems to have kicked in a little bit more, and I feel like I'm around that point. I've done 3 temples, and is there normally 6 temples?
It varies from game to game. It varies.
It's
massively.
around about that, isn't it?
Some have 4, some have 9,
Some have
10
4.
more. Majora's Mask only had 4.
Well, I played that a very long time ago. But yeah, no, I'm
Stuff
really
like Ocarina had like 8 to 9,
Yeah.
I think.
But no, I'm really enjoying Twilight Princess. Like, obviously with it being the first one I've played for a while, I'm properly into it. I'm really, really enjoying it, and I'm having fun. It just works. Like the puzzles are they're not massively difficult, but they are stuff that like I've had to sort of think. Oh well, if I do this, is this going to affect this, or how do I get to this part and stuff like that. So it's quite good that way. But yeah, hopefully I'll get that done in the next week, maybe. I think I've sunk about 15 hours into it, I think already. So, and I don't really sink that long into a game.
Squiggy plays games. I'm shocked.
I know. I'm playing games now. I'm back on it. I'm back into it. Basically, I haven't got Xbox Live.
I know,
So I'm playing
and I
single
haven't
player
got-
games.
And I haven't got PS Plus, and I just stare at Squiggy through a wall now.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I play Twilight Princess and she plays Forza. But yeah, that is what we've played this week. So this is the Party Chat Podcast. Bit of housekeeping. Brought to you every Wednesday by Retro Remastered. You can find us on iTunes and all other podcasting services. And we post retroremastered.com at 9 a.m. British time, Queen time, whatever. What's the actual time called?
Greenwich Mean Time.
Greenwich Mean Time. That's the one.
Wow.
And we also post on YouTube at some point on the Wednesday. If the podcast isn't up by 10 o'clock, tweet me at Jody Squires and I'll put it up. That goes for both yous as well if it's not up. Tweet me.
Alright.
By 10 o'clock, give us an hour.
You'll regret that.
No, I won't, because I'm gonna make sure it's up by 10 by 9. I'm gonna make
hope
sure it's
you
up
do.
at 9 o'clock. Because I'm getting
I
better.
hope you do.
The problem is that I sometimes forget because I get distracted doing other things, and then I'll go on Twitter and see that like the podcast is up on the website and stuff, and it's like, right, I knew what I forgot to do. I better go on and log in and put it on YouTube. So there we go. But we're getting better. I am getting better at that. I can't get any worse. That's the thing.
Aw, you're fishing for praise, yet you're not going to get
I was waiting for a bit of praise there. I was like, you are Squiggy, you are, but
no.
no, you just wait till episode 69. So anyway,
I'm not coming to this episode. I just sound so sinister and aggressive.
let's jump
Anyway.
straight into the news this week, and I have 5 items on my list. We'll start with something that was quite. I didn't really know what to expect from this. I think it was Marvel were teasing something on the social media, and then was it Friday? Was it last Friday or Thursday?
And
I can't
that's
remember.
me.
I think it was last Thursday.
I only pay attention to Marvel comics, so.
Oh well. So then last Thursday, announcement trailer went live for something called the Avengers Project, which is being done with Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal, so Tomb Raider and Deus Ex developers. And no one really knows what it is, but this is like the little blurb sort of thing from Marvel's press release. The Avengers Project is being designed for gamers worldwide and will be packed with all the characters, environments and iconic moments that have thrilled long-time fans of the franchise. Featuring a completely original story, it will introduce a universe gamers can play in for years to come. More details on the Avengers Project and other games will be announced in 2018. So that's a bit of a rubbish teaser, because nothing else has been announced until next year. Based on that,
This if you didn't tell me it was by Eidos, I'd be like, man, so it's another mobile game. Cool.
well, that's what I thought. So I thought it was gonna be like you're gonna get like the Hulk Go and Captain America Go and sort of stuff like that to go on the Lara Croft Go and Hitman
Yeah, no, I don't think
Go
that.
sort of thing. But I don't know now with like getting sort of 2 like big developers involved, and obviously Square Enix.
Square Enix only does.
Yeah.
It's just one developer.
No, but I mean like idiot.
Square Enix will be publishing.
No, I mean developing by like you're taking Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal. You're taking two of them, like two big
Oh,
developers.
sorry, right. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you're taking sort of two in that sort of thing. You're not just taking one of them to do it. So you're using two resources, and it's like I wonder what it could be. And then when they say that it's sort of a universe people can play for years, is it going to be an MMO?
Nah, that's way too complicated.
I don't know. I'm like,
Gacha game. There you go. There's your bet.
it better not be. I don't really know what it could be. Like I'm struggling to. Well, I hope not. I really hope not. Like I really hope it's like a good sort of, well, obviously a console game, but I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Maybe what's happened is you'll get an equivalent to the Batman game that Telltale are doing.
Yeah,
Maybe
I never
it's
thought about that.
episodic storytelling.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But no.
Maybe it's a new Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh.
That could cover all the Marvel universes.
That could cover everything. But no, honestly, I don't know what they're expected. All the trailer showed all of, well, obviously the Avengers, so it's just the original Avengers. I think it showed, like Captain America, Thor, and so on.
So not the original Avengers, got it.
You know what I mean from like the movie and stuff. Sorry.
The movie Avengers.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry, that's what I meant. The original Avengers movie, Avengers. I know what I meant in my head.
The
But
movie
yeah.
squad. Yes.
Yeah. But it's like I honestly don't know what to expect at all. Like I'm really.
But I think that's a good thing. That makes me really... I'm like a little bit more excited about the announcement because I just don't know what's gonna...
Yeah, but then I
go
don't want to
on.
set myself up for disappointment. Like I don't want to think, oh, this is going to be like a big.
I'll be excited if it features all the cool new characters from the comics and isn't just here's Iron Man and Thor again.
Well,
Oh.
the trailer showed Iron Man's hand for some reason, Thor's hammer. You heard the Hulk in the background, and it had
Right.
Captain America's shield.
And can it be the new Hulk?
Oh,
Can it
sorry,
be
it had
the-
Bruce Banner's glasses.
Can it be the Asian American Hulk? Because he's awesome.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Bruce Banner. Okay.
I love
no.
how nerdy Slazer is.
I know. Slizzy, everything
He
you said
he
has
knows
gone over my
stuff
head.
that
Can
me
it
and
be
you have no
all
idea
the
about.
cool new characters? Can Ms. Marvel be in it? She's the best.
Oh, here's a point there. I literally had to realise you said Miss Marvel, not Ms. Marvel, and I was like, Miss? I got
Ms.
so excited.
I was like, is this a
However you
wrestling crossover?
mispronounce MS.
Miss. I think
But yeah, I honestly like I'm excited by the prospect, but I don't want to get my hopes up too much. That's the thing.
Yeah, but then you know there's a certain seal of quality from both parties on this, no?
I do, but then it's Square Enix.
Yeah, but Square Enix don't like. They might not give you a 10 out of 10 game all the time, but I don't think they ever drop below a 7.
No,
Maybe there's
but
an odd 6 in their history.
I don't know.
No comment.
Oh wow! Wow. Okay. Sorry.
But no, obviously, stay tuned. For more episodes. Some stuff might leak between now and the end of the year. I'm hoping the press release was actually wrong. and it
Now in the
means-
end of the year, Jesus
Well,
Christ.
no, because it says other stuff's going to be announced in 2018.
Wait, what? So
Yeah.
this is like a year off?
That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. So the end of the press release says more details on the Avengers project and other games will be announced in 2018.
Jesus Christ.
That's the point I'm getting at, and it's like, what's the point?
Saying it?
What's the point in releasing it now at the start of 2017 to say, oh yeah, we'll announce more stuff in 2018? It's like, I don't think so. I don't think so, Sunshine.
I'll go back to caring about Infinity War, thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, that's why I'm sort of not getting my hopes up because it's so. But then,
Oh, it'll be an Infinity War crossover. That
sounds good to me. Yeah, that sounds good. Anyway, we'll move on before we start talking about how many movies it can cover. Another game that got announced this week is Dirt 4, and that's coming out this year. So surprisingly, it's a sequel to Dirt 3.
But there is a Dirt 4. It's called Dirt Showdown.
This is
No.
this is actually Dirt 4, as in number 4.
That is not Dirt 4, Slazo.
It's coming out.
I'm sorry, I've hit a nerve apparently.
It's coming out in
You.
June 9th of June for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
I like the Dirt game series, but I'm sick of
It is.
races.
It is the best rally racer, so if you
Yeah.
want rally racer,
I got Forza, and there's off-road in Forza. What?
yeah, this will be better than that.
I'm not saying the off-road stuff won't be, but it's like I'm not that. Like I think you have to be over
No,
racing
that's-
games to one of each type at the
That's
same
fine.
time.
I know, I'm with you there, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not arguing that the rally stuff isn't better in Dirt. I like Dirt. I actually even like Dirt Showdown, which I think I got free on Xbox Live Gold at one point. I think it was up.
I think
Maybe,
that was-
maybe I've not played a Dirt since maybe the original Dirt, I think.
Did you not like it?
I didn't actually know. I don't know what it was. I think I was playing.
The fact it's a rally game.
Well,
Yeah,
I think,
is it
but I
just
think at the
because-
same time, I think it was it Sega? Was it Sega Rally?
I remember there's something called Sega Rally.
But I think that came out around about the same time, and I played both, and I preferred Sega Rally to it, so I didn't play much more.
Fair enough. I mean, the thing, that's what I'm saying. I think Dirt is probably the best rally game out there at the moment. I can't think of anything else that's coming out or near out now that's kind of going to be
Well,
released
WRC
quality.
crashed and burned, so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is going to be quite a big thing. But at the end of the day, I think you have to be really into races to want this and Forza and name me another racer.
Well,
Project Cars.
Yeah, Project Cars, F1,
Latest Need for
Club,
Speed.
stuff like that. Yeah, you've
Yeah.
got to be like, because it's one of them
Yeah.
where, for me as well, unless you care about the rallies and like rally championships and the licenses and stuff like that, you'll just play Forza or and stuff like
Yeah,
that because
or-
you've got
Yeah,
the chance.
and if you're in a certain motorsport, like if you're into NASCAR, you'll buy the NASCAR game, and if you're into F1, you'll buy the F1 game. I don't think it's like you can't steal that market away from that.
Yeah, that's the
But
thing. I
it
think
will-
it's more of like a niche
You do its thing.
for stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
they're still really good games. Like reviews always say they're really good, but
I think, yeah, if you want a rally car game, then you're probably going to be so over the moon. But
Yeah.
if you're like me and Forza's just enough for you and you don't want to have every game be a racer
yeah,
or just driving cars, then you're like, that's cool, but not for you.
Yeah.
Especially,
I get you.
I
Anyway.
just don't want to think. I liked it as a series, as I said. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
no, they get good reviews. Like, I've got nothing against. I think I enjoyed the first one I played, and I think I might play the demo of 2, and I enjoyed it. But at the same time, I was playing your Forzas and your F1s and stuff like that, so never got round to it. Next on my list is so Mass Effect Andromeda. We know it comes out on the 21st of March, 23rd in the UK or whatever it is. But EA does plan to release an access trial for obviously EA Access subscribers. I think they announced that, and it's going to be a 10-hour trial, which will come out 5 days before the full game comes out. So, yeah, and obviously, like with all access titles, your progress carries over. Yeah, it's just I didn't think the wood for this one because
They
of
are.
it being like their big hitter.
I guess I imagine it's because it's been so long, and also because skeptic little shits like me are like, no way is your game ready for this year.
Well, that's again why I thought they might not, because imagine if like people play this trial for 5 days before, and like it bombs in those 5 days, then it'll affect like sales and stuff, because a lot of people's first impressions come from these like
Yes.
5 days. So they've either got to be confident they've got a good game on their hands, and it works.
Fine, they're confident the first 10 hours are amazing,
Yeah.
and then after that, who cares, because you've bought the game.
Well, yeah, there's that. But no, like I don't think I'm gonna be. Well, I don't think I'll be getting a day one because I don't think I'm gonna be here. I don't think.
That's ominous.
But I'll be getting it as soon as I come back. That's the thing. So, but then I suppose I can play the 5-day trial and see what it's like before I go away.
Then
And
why would
then-
the 5 days put you off? That'd be great. That'd be like such a money saver before you go
I'll,
away.
I'll
Like,
be
I
too
played
busy
it.
playing Zelda. I'm not going to lie. So.
I'm saving that for my trip to America. Play on the plane. Well, I say that I'm saving it for the 3 hours of the 8-hour journey. But
Take
when
a 3DS and you might just make the whole journey.
yeah, maybe we'll see. But yeah, it's not massive news, but I just thought it was a little bit quite interesting that they are releasing sort of their big hitter still on access, because it could make or break life for BioWare. Next on the list is another release date, and this one I'm quite shocked at. I don't know if you have any idea what I'm going on about right now, but
No.
Prey
Right.
is launching,
right, yeah.
is launching worldwide on PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on the 5th of May.
Okay.
Yeah, again, like, I've not really seen much of it. I've still not watched the trailer of it.
I've
Yeah.
not paid attention to it, so I have no idea how far along the process it is, but
But, well, did it get announced at
E3.
E3, I think?
I think it was rumored beforehand, and then like the first trailer was
Yeah.
at E3.
But I loved the original Prey. Like, I really enjoyed it. I think I had it on PC and Xbox.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised you've played the original Prey.
Yeah, I've played it. I didn't get very far, but I really liked the sort of the idea of it and everything.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but I'll probably pick this up, but it might be a bit like we're saying that I didn't pick Doom up, but I might wait for it to go down in price a little bit. But no, I enjoyed the original Prey, and this has got a bit of, I think Arcane up doing it as well, the Dishonored people.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm quite positive about it because Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2 were both really good. So yeah.
You've played Dishonored 2?
No, I'm just basing it on
Oh,
reviews.
okay.
I've not played Dishonored 1 either. I'm just basing it both on reviews.
I was gonna say I've always meant to play Dishonored. I've just never. I'm a lazy shit.
Yeah, like the games that I want to play, I've just not got around to it. I hope this isn't going to be the same, but I think it's a lot from what I'm reading about it because I've not really seen much about it. It's a bit of Bioshock in it, where you've got sort of your powers as well. But, like your plasmids and vigors, I think they are in Bioshock Infinite. You've sort of got like extra things you can use apart from your guns on top of that. So, and I like Bioshock. So
I mean, that sold you there, whereas I'm just kind of like, yeah, there's still nothing to hook me in, grab my attention.
But
I see why you're hooked in now.
Yeah, but no, I'm interested to see how it does though, like, because obviously Doom did well for them last year when it came out around about the same time. So, no, it could be interesting to see.
I feel Doom
was
is
really good,
slightly more a
mainstream.
well-known franchise than...
It is, but Prey was still well known.
No.
Not as well known as Doom, but
not even close.
Based on the last time a Doom game came out, like, was it Doom 3?
Yeah, but Doom still has a mass market appeal and had a lasting impact, which Prey never did.
Yeah, but a lot of people know more probably about the Prey sequel that was cancelled, and people probably think, oh, that Prey sequel's coming out now. That's what I'm thinking, because I thought that at first. I was like, wasn't the sequel supposed to be coming out to this? And then I realised. But no, I'm interested to see how it sells in May. I don't think there'll be any competition for games around it, because you've got your Zelda, your Mass Effect, and Horizon
Persona,
coming out.
Horizon.
I remember you've got all them coming out well beforehand. But then, is it going to be one of them where it just slips into obscurity because of the backlog of games from then? Because you can't imagine people are going to buy Zelda, Horizon, Persona, Mass Effect.
I just think it'll slip into obscurity because no one knows what it is. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, hopefully reviews will do it justice. I was, because you know how Bethesda's review thing now is you don't get review copies until the game's out, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I wonder if they might change this for Prey to get more publicity for it, because if you look at the sales for Dishonored 2, it didn't sell very well, and I think that was down to not the
timing of release.
Yeah, no, I think it was down to the not being reviews available before launch.
Nah, I disagree with
down
that,
to.
because that's becoming standard protocol now for so many things. So.
But
I just think Dishonored isn't a big name franchise.
No, but it was a sequel to a very popular original game.
Very popular.
It won.
Dishonored won awards, but it didn't set sales alight.
No, but that's what I mean. It won enough awards for people to like take up interest, but then
not enough to make people buy it.
But I still think that's down to reviews.
That's a good game, and people going, "I'm going to put money down."
Yeah, but I still think it's down to reviews, and maybe I can't imagine they'll change their stance, but I think it might help sales if they did. And if this was like getting 9s out of 10s across the board, like the week before, I think people would sort of pick up interest a little bit more than if it gets 9 out of 10s like 2 weeks after launch. But that's just me. And finally, our last news item is Ace Combat 7, which was shown off at PlayStation. Was it PlayStation Expo or PlayStation's E3 last year to be like part of the VR thing?
Clue.
I think they showed it off as one of the VR games, but it's coming out on PC and Xbox One now. Not really much else to say. It comes out later on in 2017. It's coming out on all consoles. That's all you need to know. There's no release date for it.
I've never played an Ace Combat game.
Do you know what? I've never played one either, and I keep hearing a lot of people talk about Ace Combat, and people have said, oh, it's one of those franchises where everyone's played a game from it. And I'm like, nope, not me. Laura, have you played an Ace Combat game?
It's a game I think people know of, but...
Yeah, I know what it is, which is shocking. But I think I know what it is, like I've seen the box and then walked past. Or seen some sort of picture.
I think it's more just you have conversations with people like, oh yeah, if you want like definitive like flying the plane, shooting things, Ace Combat's the one.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I feel like I'd rather just do Jackal missions on Call of Duty.
I think it goes back to that niche thing. How into that sort of thing are you that you need a whole separate game for it?
Yeah. That's the thing. Like,
It's probably the best in its field, but then it's like
yeah.
it's very niche.
Better than Star Fox.
Ooh. I mean, that's true.
Which
but-
one? The
Like
new
the
one.
modern ones. I
Well,
mean, the
not the
modern
Nintendo
ones.
Yes.
64. He's not going to.
Yeah, better than
legendary
Lilac
game.
Wars. Yeah,
Well,
sure.
I don't know you, Slazo, sometimes. But anyway, I have forgot one more news item. So actually, yeah, I'm an idiot. I apologise. Games with Gold games got announced this week. For Xbox One, Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time is available for the whole of February.
Neat.
Oh yeah.
Project Cars is available from the middle of February to the middle of March.
Okay.
I think there's also DLC on the Xbox Store for Project Cars, which is free at the minute. So people, you can download that before the game becomes available, and you have some DLC for it. And then on Xbox, which is obviously not backwards compatible. Well, on the 360, which is compatible with the Xbox One, Monkey Island 2 is from the 1st to the 15th of February, and Star Wars: The Force Unleashed is from the last 2 weeks in February.
Was the Force Unleashed a good one or not? I can't remember.
Force Unleashed has its flaws and problems. It tries, but it's like a 7, maybe a 6.
Yeah,
Force Unleashed 2 betters it, and it's probably a 7 to an 8. But even then, I'm being generous.
Yeah, I thought the first one was better.
Yeah, it does vary. I think the story is better in 2. No, the gameplay is better in 2. Like, they fix a lot of the bugs, but the story is probably weak.
I think for me, my problem with them was the quick time events. They basically the game became / quick time event / quick time event, run around a little bit / quick time event. And that's what put me off. But yeah, have you not played the Force Unleashed, Slazo?
No, suddenly I've not played a Star Wars game. Who knew?
I was literally about to say now's the time, but I forgot you don't have an Xbox One.
I don't have an Xbox One, and I don't care about Star Wars.
Wow, let's end the news there then. I've got nothing else to say. Releases coming out this week. I only have 2 major ones on my list. Slazo will probably correct me.
We can all calm down. No, we can all calm down now from this maelstrom of games over this last week.
It's great that it gives me time now to go back and play Resident Evil 7. So first on the list is Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World.
Not gonna lie, I did not know this was coming out this soon until I saw an advert for it yesterday or the day before, and I was like, oh yeah, that.
Yep, I didn't realise that either. But it doesn't seem to be getting pushed much, but again, that's because Nintendo seems to be focusing more on the Switch. And it's sort of
it's just
falling
there.
away.
It's weird.
It's like, hi guys, this game's coming out. We won't really advertise it much, but it's here.
I've seen more advertisement for Dragon Quest 8 than I have for that, which is like, what? This isn't how it should.
And the other game on my list is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 Road to Boruto, not Burrito.
No, not Burrito.
No.
Don't
make that mistake.
It's another Naruto Shippuden Ultra Storm thingy game. If you played one, you've played them all. This is presumably going to cover absolutely everything in the Naruto franchise up until, because Boruto is the sequel, so presumably this covers the last movie and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all the news and releases done for this week. Let's do some plug-in. Slazo, take your plug away.
Oh man, yeah, Saturday morning Switch, we're going strong. 3 episodes now, so if you want to see and learn all about Super Bomberman R, which, as I say, is the game you're most likely to buy that isn't Zelda for the Switch.
That should be their advertiser. I would love an advert where it's just Bomberman on screen and at the end, the game you're most likely to get when Zelda is unavailable. No, I just want Zelda when Zelda is unavailable. That's what I want.
Well, it's like I think this happened with the DS. Everyone's first game was pretty much usually Super Mario 64 DS, and then it was here's WarioWare Touch, your second choice. And I feel Super Bomberman R, because it looks like there'll be more to it than 1-2 Switch, is going to be people's second choice. But a lot of it depends on price and the content in the game again. But yeah, I break down everything we know about it, some of the speculation that might be in the game as well, and yeah, I want to buy Super Bomberman R. We'll see how I'm doing money-wise, whether I can afford to, considering there's lots of cool Switch games coming out afterwards that I might want more.
And I haven't watched it all. It's only 5 minutes long?
5 minutes long.
And I started watching it and then had to go out, so I've not finished it yet, but it's explained Bomberman a little bit more to me because I've never played a Bomberman game.
How have you...
I knew that was going to come. I was trying to give you a compliment here, Slazo.
Oh my god, that's fine, but like I swear,
It's one of those games that's just never appealed to me. If that makes sense.
have you never played it around a friend's house, though?
I don't have friends.
Like, I can understand having not bought one, but it just seems weird that you've never even like
I've
had
never
a
played
game
it, like,
party or anything.
No, it's because when I go around to friends, we used to play just first-person shooters and stuff like that. That was sort of our games. Do you know what I mean? Like, none of that Bomberman stuff.
This explains so much.
I like the fact that you use the phrase "none of that Bomberman stuff," like it's like bad stuff.
None of that colours.
Yeah, I'm not into that Bomberman stuff.
No, it's not that I'm not into it. I've just never played it, and obviously a lot of people say it's better in multiplayer.
Yes,
and it's like I don't really.
it is.
That's the thing, but I do all my multiplayer online.
Well, good for you. Super Bomberman has 8-player online.
Are you buying it, Slazo?
If I've got the money,
Are we going to play multiplayer together?
Yeah.
Then I'll watch the end. Then I'll watch the end of your video.
I love how high pitched that was.
Oh, we're going to record it for a Saturday morning Switch?
Probably not. No.
Oh, I don't want it then. I'm helping you out
Wow. He was trying to use you for clips. I don't even get up past that. Oh, that's bad.
No, I was more trying to help Slazo carry on his Saturday morning Switch for even longer.
I
Thank
love
you.
his Saturday morning switches. I love it when he forgets to put them live and I'm a hero.
Don't tell the people that.
I love it when I forget that we're doing them, and I get messages on like my YouTube notifications on my phone. Retro Masters uploaded a new video, Saturday morning Switch. I'm like, what? What's
To
this?
be fair, at least they tell you the title because I would be terrified that I'd like butt videoed something. That sounds wrong. Like sat on my phone and accidentally uploaded a video. It was on my phone, like nudged it, and just been like, oh.
Yeah, they shouldn't go on YouTube, Laura. There's
Oh,
a website
there's
for
nothing
them.
on there. Why you gotta be suspicious of me? It's videos.
And that is my plug. So
I'm plugging something else apparently. Oh, this is dodgy.
Yeah, you're plugging. If you go on www.por.
Oh,
No,
don't
I'll stop.
even.
I'll stop.
Don't even finish
It's
that,
just-
Squiggy.
So Squiggy, what have you
Yes,
been doing?
Squiggy.
So I'm just currently writing the last part. I was going to call it a script. I'm currently writing the last part of my Infinite Warfare review discussion, which I'm going to record probably on Monday, hopefully. I say Monday. 2 days ago, before this podcast went live. I'm hopefully going to record
That
it.
I'm going to record it in the past.
Yeah, and it'll go up sometime. I can't decide yet, but it'll go up sometime. But basically, it's just a discussion on Infinite Warfare as a whole, like a little bit about the campaign, some of the multiplayer, what I like, what I don't like. It's quite simple, really. Yeah, that's all I've got. Laura, what have you been working on?
Joyous occasions such as secret.
Putting Slazo's video
Project.
live.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Yeah.
did that, and I was really
Yeah.
good at it. And I've been retweeting it and plugging it on Twitter
Yeah,
every so often.
yeah.
Don't worry, I've contracted Laura to write stuff for me, so it's fine.
I'm not even going to ask.
You don't want to know. You really don't want to know.
I don't think I do. We'll move on. We'll move on from that to the topic of the week. So, the topic of the week this week is games that people think are amazing or really good, critically acclaimed, but we disagree. So obviously, not everyone agrees. That's the joy of podcasting with Slazo. Not everyone agrees with everything.
Just Slazo. No one's
can
quite
I-
easy going, but Slazo.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Some of us have taste.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we'll see.
Some of us just a bit stubborn and won't accept other people's opinions.
That's better. Yeah, so
That's
I thought we could talk about some of the games that the critically acclaimed games getting really high review scores, and we're just sort of like, what? Really? Are you for real? Are you serious, bro? Sort of thing. So I've got 4. I don't know how many you've got in your lists.
I've got a couple.
Laura, how many have you got?
I've got one that I really want to say, and I know you're gonna upset me, so I.
Do you want to go first with your one big one?
Yeah, because I mean, something that will probably come to me when you people, and I might agree with what you said, but I literally was gonna say a game that's overrated and everything that I hated was Metal Gear Solid 2, and
I've not played this, so the floor is yours.
Do you know before when Laura was saying stubborn, and I'm assuming she was meaning you. This is where I'm going to cross as very stubborn and call Laura an idiot.
You love Metal Gear Solid 2.
That's
but
my favourite Metal Gear Solid game.
I absolutely
Bullshit. Bullshit.
It is. It's my favourite one, but I can understand why people don't like it.
Right, I'm glad you can, because it's not even my issue that you don't play as Snake, right? I don't really care. I wasn't that invested or attached at the time I played it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't like one of those people. If I played it at the launch of the trailer, I may have been a bit more like, oh, this is a big deal. But I was like, I just hate it. I think the story is stupid. I think the gameplay is stupid. I had to force myself through that, and I was just like, it never seems to end. I know you probably enjoyed every minute of it, Squiggy, but I just didn't understand why everyone's like, oh, it's a masterpiece.
What
I was
parts did you not like of it? Like,
I can't name a part I liked, so
the contents on
really,
the disc.
It's
I
weird
hated
because
the bit when you was at the rig bit. You know the whole bit when you're surrounded orange. It's like
the big shell.
I don't know what it's called. Yeah, basically the main bit of the game. I hated all of that. The swimming bit that's Metal Gear Solid 2, isn't
that's
it?
with Emma on your back.
Yeah, that peeved
Yeah. You
me
see,
off. Something
I
rotten.
didn't. I agree with you on that one. I didn't like that, and I think that was more due to the swimming controls than anything. I think if the controls had been better, it would have been fine. Because I got through it fine, like no problem. But
it's the fundamental things. Like, it's really highly praised and really highly enjoyed, but there's like the fact that it's the controls that mess that bit up, and I'm just like, how? How did anyone enjoy this?
yeah,
How?
I get why people don't like it. But for me, I still think it was probably one of my favourite ones, but I think it was one of my favourite ones more for the story, like the plot twist. I'm not going to get you started on the story because you don't know what happened in that game.
mean, I know more now.
I read your
I've gone back
articles
and read
on it. I don't know what
Wikipedia on it.
happened.
I had to explain pretty much the story to Laura when she was playing through it.
Yeah, basically, because it was one of those games that I just wanted to say I finished it and done it and then move on to the next one, which turned out to be great because I loved Metal Gear Solid 3. Like, I would list that in my top 10 games that I played of all time because I literally loved it and the story finally clicked and made sense to me, and I just loved the whole styling of that game. But Metal Gear Solid 2 is like the polar opposite. I just don't get it.
Yeah, no. There's people like that out there, so I'm with you. I don't like those people.
It is the least well received of all the Metal Gears. I think even you have to admit that, right?
You see, I don't know, because I think it depends, because one of the games that's not in my list of 4 here, but was close to going in, was actually Metal Gear Solid 4. And that's basically, if you're a fan of the series, Metal Gear Solid 4 is amazing. It does all the fan service to you. But if you're not a fan of Metal Gear Solid 4, then it's a bit like, I don't like this. This isn't that good. If that makes sense.
That does.
And
As someone who sits outside the franchise, no. But
yeah. No, it's like Metal Gear Solid 2 actually got very good reviews from critics. And I still think it's 3 then 2 for review. And Metal Gear Solid 4 got very good reviews as well. But not many people seem
what do
to
they know, man?
No, but it's more like more people seem to slate 2 than 4, and I think 4 is a worse game. I think 4 is the worst of like the Metal Gear Solid games because of sort of there's not really much to it, and it's a bit sort of it's just a bit crazy, to be honest. But yeah, but no, I get what you mean, Laura. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah,
Ish.
like that's the thing though. I do think if its reviews were just more average and there was actually a mix, but I'm 90% sure this might have an average score of like 98%. So, or something.
I think it's
That's great.
I think it's Metacritic. I'm going to quickly check out Metacritic, but I'm sure
it is ridiculously hard.
I'm sure
it
it's
is
92 on
93.
Metacritic.
Yeah, 93 at its lowest, I would say. But I always see it's like basically a game I see gets a lot of 10s from places,
Yeah.
and it's brought down by a bad it's brought down by reviews like me. But yeah, that's why it's not. Like if it was like an 8 or 7 or just a little bit lower, then I might not pick on it because it wouldn't be. But
It has a Metacritic of 96.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, see.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
No, because I've heard more opinions leaning to the way Laura thinks
Yeah.
than the way you.
No, yeah.
You know what? I have never been the normal opinion, and this is such a great time to be alive for me now. Thanks.
It's a weird one because like I can understand why people would give it a lot lower ranking, but then I can understand why people would give it the 96. And I think, but I don't know. I don't honestly know how to explain it really, but yeah. There you go. I don't disagree with you, Laura. I don't think you're right, but I don't disagree with you. Slazo, do you want to go next, or shall I go with?
Well, do you want to take it back and forth because we've both got a bunch apparently? So
Have you got any more, Laura?
I'm trying to think of anything. Because I there was one game I was looking at on my shelf when we were talking about it, But then I kind of really like the game, but I do think it's like I wouldn't say I hate it, so I will move on. Just move on because I'm thinking I don't want to be mean to it.
Okay. Well, shall I go first, Slazo? Or
Well, I think we've both got one of the same games on our list, haven't we?
Well,
so do you want to start with that?
which game's that?
The KOF Grand Theft.
Oh no, I left it out of my list because you were going to put it in.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Well,
you go with that one then. You go. With
I guess
that.
I'll open with it then. Grand Theft Auto 4 sucks. I had not played a Grand Theft Auto game before 4. Because I was a good little boy, and so yeah, as like the kind of 16-year-old, like people going, "Oh man, GTA games are the greatest. You got to play one." Like from both people I knew IRL and people I knew online, saying, "Yep, GTA was the bee's knees." And obviously, when you look back at reviews at the time, Vice City and San Andreas had reviewed massively well. So I was like, "Fuck yeah, can't wait to play GTA 4." Fuck me, that game's boring. The story is just gibberish. The characters are dull. Driving sucks. The entire city is just bland and feels really kind of downbeat, which I know is kind of what they were going for with the gritty feel, but it just didn't feel fun. I did not have fun playing that game in single player. The most fun I had was when you just go into the sandbox in multiplayer, and then you beat the crap out of each other with rocket launchers and run for helicopters and other things. All that was fine, but the game that the game wanted you to play sucked.
Hey Nico, want to go bowling?
Olin.
It's your cousin Roman, in case you forgot when you just dropped me off 5 minutes ago. But your cousin Roman. Sorry.
I mean, the DLC's picked it up a bit because they went, "Oh, people want fun from our games."
Right. I will say this about the game: the actual missions are really detailed and good, and there is some really good missions in number
Once you
4.
get past the tutorials, maybe it felt like I
Yeah.
played like hours of tutorials.
Yeah. No, I'm
This
not gonna
mission
deny that.
is going to teach you how to drive a truck. Drives like a car. Yeah, but did you know this trigger accelerates? Yes.
Honestly, I got sick of driving around and then being interrupted all the time by what I just said before.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't get past. I already probably played about an hour, and I got
I
sick
have-
of it, and I thought it was awful.
I see. The thing is with you guys, I know the story is really thing and it's really gritty and it's not the fun thing, but the actual missions, I have to say, are probably the better across the franchise. There's some really good missions in there. They
God, no.
literally, you look at them, they are some really good missions.
God, no.
Missions. I don't know why I'm sort of rash at missions, but I will say this: I did see someone write an article not that long ago saying about how it wasn't just the fact they made it boring, they tried to make it harder, and I'm not saying that's why you don't like it, by the way, it's not aimed at you, but they made the missions a lot more harder and a lot more frustrating. Like, there was too many enemies in one bit, it was too much one man against the world.
Let me put it this way: we have GTA 3 and San Andreas on our best 50 list. Vice City and 5 could probably fit on there as well. You can make arguments for them. You couldn't make an argument for 4 to be there. It's wank.
No, I agree. I think it was just awful. Honestly, that's the one. Like, I didn't put it in my list because I thought you would cover up everything that I would, and you pretty much have.
Yeah.
And
That killed my interest in the franchise for years.
Yeah,
until people
no,
went,
definitely.
No,
Like,
you
even
really
like,
have to go and play these other ones. They're good.
Yeah, even like Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and the Damned, I think it was. They were like apparently really good, and a lot of people said they're a lot better than the GTA 4 story. And I thought, no, I don't want to. I don't want to go back and play it. Like the,
but I was like, for all the shit I've given it, the multiplayer. When
I was about to say,
like,
literally about to say
sandboxing
that.
with all the guys back in the day was great fun.
And
I loved that.
That sort of saved it and made us not regret buying it on launch day. But it's the only Grand Theft Auto game where I've not finished the story.
Yeah.
Which says a lot.
Yeah, there you go. That's my first pick, Squiggy.
So I've got 4 here. I'm gonna go with Little Big Planet as my first one.
Ooh,
yeah.
Squiggy.
Well, if you remember the podcast where you nominated it, I just didn't get it at all, and it's the same sort of thing. I tried playing is it the PSP one or the Vita one? I tried playing one of them ones.
Vita, Little Big Planet World,
and I just didn't get it. Like, I understand like the sandbox stuff where you create whatever you want and you can spend all your time doing that, but I just don't think the game was that good at what it was, like a platformer basically. I just don't think it was that good.
You know the fun thing. You know the fun thing here. I'm actually not against you in that opinion. The game that it gives you.
Number 2. Oh, let's.
No, okay, yeah, 2's better. 2 is better.
I'm talking about the first one.
Okay.
2 is better, but the first one the tool set is great. It's just the actual game like they use to demonstrate what you can do with it isn't that hot.
And like, fair enough being able to create all these things, but if the gameplay is not that good, then it's sort of a bit like...
Oh, no, I disagree with you there. Like,
I mean, like
really explored with the concepts.
Yeah, but then, like, the ability to, like, platform yourself around them, I don't think was that good. That's my sort of thing about it, where maybe, the creation was good, but the playing wasn't.
I disagree there. Like, I feel the gameplay's perfectly fine. I just felt the levels that the game... Like, the single-player campaign was a bit flat.
Well, I didn't really get much... I only think I did the first, hour and a bit of the single player,
right?
And I just got bored of it, and it never made us want to explore many of these sort of custom made things and create it myself. I just didn't really want to play it, and that's sort of what put me off it.
That's a shame, because there is some real creativity.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've watched some on YouTube, and I thought, well, these are really good, but it's like I didn't enjoy what I played of it. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things where like a first impression can kind of put you off quite a bit.
And I feel too, in many ways, did better, like with stuff like the infinite checkpoints and other things.
But that's sort of why I was kind of really against putting it in the top 50. But maybe that's one to get voted out later on. Who knows?
Oh my god, he's going to target him.
He's still a pioneer in many ways, but
go on,
you know.
Slazo, back to you.
Back to me. Oh boy. Okay, so now I'm gonna start taking shots and everything. So if you thought me taking shots at GTA was bad, oh boy. So Ocarina of Time is fucking shit.
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, yes!
It is a long, boring-ass piece of rubbish that never really gets going in any way. And people go, oh my god, Hyrule Field's the greatest. It's a giant green field. Congrats.
Oh my god.
I played in the castle in Mario 64 like a year or two before that and had infinitely more fun. Because that's a hub world with charm and personality. It's not just green. It's not just the sea of green.
I'm not going to lie to you. I've never agreed with you so much. I literally was talking to someone the other day about what the best video games are of all time, and I said this was the game that's like one of those Oscar films that gets all the praise for all what it does, right? But you go watch it and it's just not fun to watch. I literally think this game like ticks a lot of boxes, but is not fun to play. Like it's so up itself.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Like, it's a ticker-box game. Like, they were like, well, get some good music in, get some good scenery in, put this bit in because that shows it's got variety. But it's just not fun to play. And it confuses me. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's so amazing. I know I say that as someone who doesn't like Zelda at all, but oh my god, Slazo, I'm literally just staring at you like, oh my god, that's amazing.
No, like, do you know what? It's... When you say, like, for stepping out on Hyrule Field and it's just green, I don't disagree with that part. But for me, it was the music of Hyrule Field. But again, I get what you mean with that.
I'll give you, it's the best song in the game. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I think for me, because it's been ages since I played it, but probably back on the N64, and it's like the first time you step into Hyrule Field, you think this is incredible. The music hits, and you see the field.
No, because I played Super Mario 64, and I thought that was incredible.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But I enjoyed Super Mario 64 as well. But it's like, I think the first time you see it, it's one of those moments where you're like, yeah, this is good. But then as you keep sort of going back, and it's like, it's still green. It's still green. It's still the same. Nothing's different.
It's a giant thing. I have to, because there's no real quick run, even when you get a Pona. So it's like, can I be the place I need to go now, please?
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you on like that sort of stuff. I think it is. I still think it's very good.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's...
I don't recall any of the dungeons. Like the Water Temple actually is all right because that one involves you having to think, but the rest of it kind of just...
I mean, when you look at Metacritic, it's the best game on Metacritic, and I don't think it is the best game.
No.
I think there's better games in this list. Saying that, Grand Theft Auto 4 is the 5th game, bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4 is the 5th best game on Metacritic, and, well, yeah, let's not talk about
Although, to be fair, I think even the critics admitted afterwards, maybe...
Actually, sorry, it's number 3.
Critics after... So what's number 2? Is it GTA 5?
No, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Oh, okay. No. Cool.
Is that another game on your list? Overrated?
No, that one can be there.
Yeah, no, I agree a little bit with Zelda. I still think it's very good, but I wouldn't give it the 99 Metascore that it's got. No. Definitely.
Sweet. Back to you.
Back to me. This one might offend Laura, maybe?
Oh, always.
No, not offend, but you might disagree. Far Cry 4. So, people raved about how great Far Cry 4 was And for me, I was like, it's not even as good as Far Cry 3. Like, they tried to copy Far Cry 3 and it just wasn't even as good. I don't think the antagonist, is it Pagan? Is that his name?
Pagan, yeah, Pagan Min.
Yeah, I don't think he was
right?
I don't think he was that good. I think the one in 3 was more memorable, the crazy guy.
Oh, is that because he kept repeating himself because the definition of insanity? Is that just
no,
why?
but it's like I remember Far Cry 3 a lot more than Far Cry 4, and I didn't understand at the time why Far Cry 4 was getting the reviews it was, because I thought, well, it's just Far Cry 3 but in a different place, and it's not even as good. Like, I just thought it was rubbish. Like, a sort of, do you know when you get like spin-offs from a game which are made by another set of like developers and stuff like that? It felt a bit like that, where they tried so hard to make it the same as that, but in a different setting.
And you had a Far Cry spin-off. It was Blood Dragon. It was amazing.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Though. A bit like, imagine if, do you know how New Vegas is like said as the better version of Fallout 3, like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Imagine it was the other way around, sort of thing.
Okay.
Where that's what it feels like to me. Where it's not that good, and it would have been better as just an expansion.
I've not played it, but I can't remember if it's Far Cry 4 or 3 which does it. Which one is it where you can literally just do nothing for the first 10-15 minutes and then you get the credits and you've won? Basically, you sell out to the bad guy. Is it 3 or 4?
Oh, I can't remember. I wish I'd. If it was
I
4, I
think
wish
it's
I'd known.
4.
You think it's 4? Because I thought that was a cool idea.
Are you having dinner with him? Is
What?
it dinner? Is it dinner?
Maybe it's like the thing where he says, "Oh, I'm just going to pop out for a couple of minutes," and I think that's the cue that you're meant to like jump out the window or something and start
think that's
shooting
4.
the crap out of everyone.
I think it's 4.
But you can just sit there, and he'll go, "Oh, cool, yeah, let's make the deal, done." And then, grats, credits roll. You're an evil douche, but you won. The end. And I thought that was just a cool kind of idea. But yeah, that's my entirety of. Oh, and elephants. That's the entirety of my Far Cry 4 knowledge.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of like on Far Cry 4. There seemed to be a lot of like backtracking up and down like mountains and stuff like that, and it just dragged for me. Like, I think Laura was here when I was playing it for quite a bit, and I wasn't enjoying
He
it.
hated it. He literally hated it. Like, I would just ask him how's it going, and he's like, "Fuck this game."
Yeah, pretty much. I just couldn't. I don't know. It's just one of them. I just couldn't get on with it, and I think I said to you, I don't understand how you like this as much as you do.
I don't love it though. Like, let's put it out there. I just really enjoyed playing it, and I had no.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't for me. Definitely wasn't for me. Slazo, back to you. Have you got another one?
Cool. Well, seeing as we're stomping all over Laura's hopes and feelings,
Oh my god!
Here we go. I'm ready for this one.
so 2D Sonic is shit.
Oh.
No, that wasn't what I was expecting.
Oh, I'm not attached to that. I mean, I know you don't like Sonic the Hedgehog 2,
Oh,
and
okay.
I've fully accepted that you don't
So
like
no,
it.
okay. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. No. It goes way beyond that. I just don't like 2D Sonic. It doesn't make mechanical sense. The game wants you to run fast and then punishes you relentlessly for running fast. Because half a level's a labyrinths where you have to run around in like a giant maze, while you're also meant to be finding Chaos Emeralds, which are part of the giant maze and even more hidden. So you can't really run fast because you have to take your time and find things. But the game wants you to run fast. And then the rings are bullshit. The whole idea that you can collect like 30 of these things and then one hit they're all gone. It's like, what? Then what's the point? I'll just collect one and run. Why would I ever collect any more? There's next to no benefits of this. And just like level design outside of like Green Hill, I'll give you Green Hill's a memorable place, but everything else just bleh. And they never it's the same game over and over again in the sequels, and it's just I don't get it. I have never ever seen what people see in 2D Sonic. I enjoy some of the 3D Sonics. I think stuff like Mean Beam Machine is cool because that does different ideas. Not Beam Machine, Spinball. I feel that's cool because it does something a bit different. But just 2D, it doesn't. It's a game that wants to be one thing but punishes you for it so relentlessly. It makes no sense. It's just on a mechanically level a bad game.
I don't know, because I know I voted this in Sonic 2 in the top 50, and I just really enjoyed it. I don't know what it was, I just really enjoyed it. Like, I can't put my finger on it, if that makes sense.
The attitude?
Did you play it when it first came out, or have you played it like when you were a lot older?
I wasn't playing video games when it first came out. I think I played I think the first time I played the 2D Sonics was on the GameCube in one of the
Yeah,
in the
that's what I mean.
inevitable-
Like maybe because I played it like back then, like back on the Mega Drive, sort of thing. That maybe do you know what I mean? Like maybe for me, that's why I've sort of. Do you get what I mean? Like it's hard to explain.
it certainly would appeal to kids. I can see
Yeah.
how it does that. I just, on a mechanical level, think it sucks. Like Mario on a mechanical level makes sense. Sonic doesn't.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know what to say to that. I mean, I kind of. I'm just a bit speechless by the rage against all 2D Sonic.
Well, it's because it's the same game. Pretty much. Okay, right. Fair. I'll give some credit as due. I have played Sonic Generations. I think that was the 20th anniversary one, and I did think that was okay. Like I
mean,
had
I'm
no
glad
time
you
with
thought it was okay.
But
Really,
it's
don't go on a
like-
limb. Don't go on a limb there with your praise.
Yeah,
Okay.
But it's like there's Freedom Planet, which is essentially what if Sonic was done right, and that's why I love that game. I think it's really fun because it focuses more on the speed. But it's just I've never got why so many, like millions upon millions of people put these Sonic 2D games on the pedestal, and I just look at them like they're mad.
Like I don't know. It's for one. Like I think for me again, because like I said, I played it back in the day, and I don't really think I've played it since. Maybe that's sort of why. Maybe if I played it now, I might agree with you.
Maybe, but like people play it in front of me, and they're like, "Oh, this is great." I'm like, "What are you on about?"
Yeah, like
But there.
Yeah,
I accept that's a very personal vendetta that not a lot of people share.
yeah. Back to me.
Back to you.
Call of Duty World at War. So there was probably a few Call of Duty games I could put on here, but this isn't just It's not like critically acclaimed as brilliant, but this is the one where if you ask anyone, like ask a lot of people what one of their favorite Call of Duties was, apart from your Modern Warfare or your Black Ops 1, a lot of people say World at War, and I just stare at them. I don't get it. I think it's vile as a game, to be honest. I think it's awful. I think it's dull. It's depressing. There's nothing special in it. The multiplayer is the worst. The maps are terrible. The perks added dogs, which are the most annoying things in the world. It's just rubbish. Like, I can't explain it. I think it was done by Treyarch. And like, do you know when Black Ops 1, like people said it was being done by Treyarch? When I found out it was them and knowing World at War was done by them, I nearly didn't buy it. Like that's how bad World at War was. It just did nothing for me. Like the story wasn't special. It was just annoying. Like I've said about the multiplayer, the maps, there's nothing special about the maps. The only good part about it is the zombie mode, and even then, that was just really basic.
See, I didn't play World at War. I just played Modern Warfare 1 for another year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of people not like it. I've never seen anyone think it was like one of the best ever.
It's
I've
just
never
like
seen that.
a lot of people who I've like spoke to about it, like put World at War on the pedestal with Modern Warfare and Black Ops, and I just don't. It's not as bad. I don't think it's as bad as Ghosts and stuff, but Ghosts did get the reviews it deserved, whereas this gets sort of praise, and I just don't get it.
I don't get
It's
it.
just- It's just
I think
there's-
it rode off Modern Warfare's coattails a
Yeah.
lot, I feel.
I mean, there's like as well, and this has nothing to do with it, but World at War was a lot of people found it very gory because it's where you could like bayonet charge people and stab people and stuff like that, and it actually went properly gory, and I remember that, and I just thought there's no point in this. They've done it to make it a bit more hardcore, really, and I just don't think it was that. I just don't think it was that good or any need for it.
Right.
Sorry, it's difficult to like explain because it didn't get rave reviews, but it got praise from sort of the Call of Duty community. Like if I think there's a thread on NeoGAF where people were saying list your favourite Call of Duties, and World at War came in the top 3s and 4s quite often, and I just don't get it. I would put that probably second bottom with Ghosts below it. It's just terrible, awful. Sorry, I'm just ranting about it now.
That's fine. Although I'll say the RC cars have blobs are more annoying than the goddamn dogs.
But with them though, you're like, the dog. But there's 3 dogs.
Yeah, but you can see them coming because they're slow. Whereas an RC car, you just hear boom.
To be fair, you can't see them coming because they blend into the dull and depressing maps.
Actually, I do remember that.
But I think there was one map. It was on the beta, and it's like you're in the sort of like trenches and there's huts around it.
Oh my god!
Do you remember which one? Do you know which one I mean?
I know exactly which one you mean.
Yeah.
I just remember the beta for the terrible spawn points.
Well,
like you'd be spawned in front of an enemy. It was like
well, that hasn't improved now.
So, yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, go on. Slazo, you got one more?
One sec, let me just put that away. I do indeed have one more. Okay, my hate for this one isn't as vitrolic or anything like that, like, compared to the last three. I've named my big pet peeves, but this is one franchise that gets a lot of praise and I don't think it's as great, and that's the Forza Motorsport games. Ooh. So, don't get me wrong, on a mechanical level, they're great driving games.
I feel like a mechanical level is such a cop-out thing to say now. Like, it's your cop-out. Like, it's like, here's a little bit of praise, I'm going to smack you around the back of the head.
It's the driving stuff is great. It's just what it does with it is boring. Like, I remember playing through, like, the campaigns of Forza Motorsport 3 and Forza Motorsport 4, and they are just long, tedious, race after race after race that just feels like a time trial half the time, because there's no competition from the AI, so you just zoom ahead, and then you may as well just be doing a time trial. And then you do this again, and again, and again. You do like 50 races or so. That's a season. There's 10 seasons. It's like, kill me. Just kill me. It'd be quicker.
I've played, like, the sort of the career-ish sort of thing, and I'm not a big fan of them either.
They're just so monotonous.
But, like, I think, do you mean the Forza Motorsport or the Forza...
Motorsport.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Christ, no, Horizon goes on a pedestal for what it does, because it makes it fun.
Yeah, because I was about to say, but if you play the Horizon games, they're so much better.
That's why I was so shocked by Horizon, because it was the great driving mechanics of Forza, but in a fun game. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, definitely, I'm with you on that one. They're still, like, mechanically they are brilliant, and graphically I think they look brilliant as well.
Yeah,
but
I think the only mechanic that's ever annoyed me in Forza, and you might know what I mean, is some random corners, if you accidentally clip them, there's like an invisible patch of now you go 20 miles an hour.
Yeah. I know, a bit like a Mario Kart when you go across the grass.
Yeah, you go into a corner at like 100 miles an hour and suddenly, it's like,
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I understand you're trying to like penalise me, but this is not the right way to do it.
It's not real to start with. Yeah. No, I get you with that one. Cool. My last one?
More Squiggy? Yeah, that was my last one.
My last one, it's more of a... I love the game, but I don't think it's as good as what reviews are, and that's BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
So, I love the BioShock series, franchise, and everything, and I really did love BioShock Infinite, but there are issues there, and I think because of those issues it shouldn't be getting the praise that it does. Like, I think the gunplay is poor, and it is basically a first person adventure shooter sort of thing, and for me that makes it pretty poor as a game if one of your core mechanics isn't up to scratch. The story's brilliant, Columbia is beautiful and it looks really good, the characters are good, but the gameplay isn't quite there, and for a game that basically is it's about the story and stuff, but for a game where you have got to shoot all these random people and kill I think there's one part where you've got to kill waves after waves of people, a bit like Horde mode on Gears. Right. It's a bit like, well, if your shooting mechanic isn't up to scratch, it's not going to make it fun, and that's what I found. Towards the end, you're on an airship. You're not going to play it, are you?
Infinite, not anytime soon.
Towards the end, you're on an airship and you've got to take out waves and waves of enemies, pretty much. And it's like, well, this would be fine if the combat was better, the mechanics were better, and it's just not. And it really annoyed me, that part. And earlier on, you're fighting people in a graveyard, and it's the same sort of thing. And it's like the shooting lets the game down. And I know it's not marketed as a shooter, but when you've got so many shooting scenes, the whole game is, one shootout to another, a little bit of story in between, another shootout, and it's like, if that's not up to scratch, then it shouldn't be getting the praise it gets for me. I don't know if you sort of agree with that, for other games and stuff.
I feel Bioshock Infinite was just the victim of its own hype more than anything.
I mean, I think there is that as well. That the original Bioshock was outstanding. Bioshock 2 was still good, but because it wasn't done by Ken Levine or whatever you call him, then that sort of like dropped a bit there. But with Bioshock Infinite being done by him, I felt like the same. I feel like it could be a game that could do no wrong because of
partly that, and like I feel it was also partly people love a story, and being able to say, "Oh, the game of the year's out already, and it's right here," like in January, is a kind of cool story. Yeah. And then I feel like as other games, I think that was the year that Last of Us came out, and as other games came out, people started thinking like maybe we weren't a bit excited for this game.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I was really excited for it, and the thing is, I love the game. Don't get me wrong, the game is. It is still one of my favorite games for the story.
Yeah.
But for gameplay, it's nowhere near. And even like the original Bioshock, I feel like although the combat was a bit shaky in there, that it was still better. It was still better than Bioshock Infinite, which came out 4 years afterwards or something like that, 5 years afterwards.
Yeah.
And that's my big issue. But yeah. Laura, have you got any more that you were sort of sitting on, or is that you done?
No, I mean, the thing is, it's finding games that are kind of universally fit. I literally feel I went for one of the most universally praised games of all time, and I don't think I can better that to take anything down, because it's, you know what I mean, there's a lot of games that just get mixed now. Like, I was thinking, I don't even want to say it, because I don't even think it's critically acclaimed, technically, and I can't trying to look up reviews while you were talking, but I haven't found anything. Do you want me to say what that is? And then
go
you
for
can go at me and say, well, I was going to slag off Destiny for a bit, but I don't know, because...
Depends what you're going to slag it off for.
I think it was too safe. In what it got praised for doing a lot of, you know, making it an MMO for everyone.
Yeah.
But by doing that, it made it an MMO for no one. Was what I was gonna say. I just feel so alone.
No. I'm with you in that Destiny. The Destiny we got was very different from the Destiny
it's just, I kind of find it hard, because I do think it got like 9s and 10s and stuff, but then I feel like everyone kind of rags on it. So it feels like really, like, is it critically, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel... Everyone appreciates the gameplay, just again, like many of the examples that we've talked about here. Yeah, the actual what it does with it. The
actual conviction, it's like the whole package. It doesn't deliver. Like, I don't understand how it scored so highly, and I get like some people really love it, but then I would say it kind of gets its own shaming, because some people treat it like the ginger stepchild of the MMO world.
That's the thing. I would never even call it an MMO. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel weird calling it that, but technically it is, and then I'm like, oh.
I mean, yeah, like, when I reflect on it, like, Taken King was probably the one and only time Destiny has probably been worth it. Like, don't get me wrong, I had fun, like, plenty of fun times in the original Destiny, but when I reflect on what it offered for that year, it was like, yeah. And then, especially even more so with bloody Rise of Iron or whatever it was, which me and you bought into, Squiggy, and we're like, this is wank.
Yeah. And the thing is, I thought it started well, and it finished well, but in
it
the
has
middle...
one great mission at the end. It has the best mission in all of Destiny at the end.
I liked the first one, because I thought it set it up quite nicely. It wasn't brilliant, but I thought it set it up well, and I thought, I can see it going on from here, and it just went down.
Just went completely downhill
until the end.
One final mission.
But no, I agree with Destiny. I would have gone more with the content than anything. Like, maybe not even playing it too safe. I just didn't think there was enough content there.
Yeah, it's never been properly worth it, the money I've paid into it.
Yeah, like, I don't even know how much I've paid. Saying that, the Destiny PlayStation 4 is beautiful. That's all I'm going to say. It's beautiful. As I stare at it right now, it is beautiful. Yeah.
I love how you're like, at least it's pretty. That is literally what you just said, basically.
Pretty much. At least it's good looking.
Pretty much.
Well played. Well played. So we've come to the end of our topic of the week. If you've got any games that you think are rubbish, which everyone thinks are amazing, tweet us at Retro Remastered. If you don't agree with any of us, tweet us at our own accounts. I'm at Geordie Squires, Slazo's at Slazo King, Laura is at Law Law, or Saints Row Fan Club.
Sonic and Ocarina are terrible, fight me.
Can I just say, I'm trying to change my app now to Saints Row Fan Club. Just be like,
Do it.
at me.
Do it.
At me.
Do it. So, moving on to the top 50.
The last part of our podcast.
The last part of our podcast. So,
Squiggy, didn't I finish that last
well,
week?
thank you for mentioning that, Slazo. So, you are correct. So, last week we rounded off our top 50, and you're probably listening thinking, well, where do they go now? Well, now what we're trying to do is get rid of some games from the top 50 that we don't think should be in there. So, Laura's come up with this very interesting plan, which Laura's going to explain to you, the lovely listeners.
He makes it like I've got.
You're making this sound like it's a
yeah.
Machiavellian, like 5-point scheme.
Yeah, and I've got like a little leaderboard going
this
out.
is like,
and, like
basically what we're doing is a Eurovision Song Contest.
yeah,
And we're going to bring up
it.
different countries and ask them live on air. Laura, you can just explain quickly what we're going to do.
Basically, we're each gonna say a game and kind of like it's like a pitch, but obviously it's not a positive pitch like when we put games in. We're going to pitch why this game should be removed from the top 50, and then obviously if we get someone to agree with us, that's then removed from the top 50, opening up space for new games to be put in. Obviously, we can I didn't say this before, but I could say now, if there's literally nothing you want to remove from the top 50 and you literally think it should stay the same, you could veto your choice to remove something in that week. I'm just saying. This is where you'll cop out and say veto, which you shouldn't do. But you get the point.
Jesus, no, there's stuff that's going. There's stuff that's going. I've been waiting months and years for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feel free to nominate your own stuff. Anyone else's, it's up to you. And I don't know what order we're going to do this in, but I feel Slazo seems angry, so I'm.
Yeah, we'll go with Slazo first. Yeah.
Right, I'll start. So you all probably bet I'm going to say Heavy Rain.
No, I don't think you are.
You don't think I am? That's
No.
a good bet, 'cause I'm not. But I am with another Laura game.
Oh, that's okay.
Wave Race 64.
Oh, I knew it was going to go! I knew it! I literally knew
I
it!
a dozen better racers than this piece of shit. I could name better wave racers than this game.
I don't think you could. I actually genuinely would love to hear you name
I
that.
got the 1080 game.
No! Get out! I'm not having it.
You know what, Slazo? I was with you until you said other jet ski racing games.
Yeah, I was fine with the racing comment.
This bloody thing. But yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's not a great racer. Nobody talks about it or remembers it. It's just
I remember it.
top 50 of all time when you've got stuff like Forza Horizon, Burnout Paradise. Burnout Paradise isn't on the list yet. That should be on the bloody list before this. Several Mario Karts. Just.
So now we know what Laura's going to nominate because it's her turn next for the top 50.
But the point is, like, there's better racers, there's better just games in general, and, like, top 50, Wave Race 64? Really? No. Sorry, no. There you go.
Okay.
Do we have a vote now?
We can vote
I mean,
now on
I'm-
Slato's game, because if we go through all, you were going to forget.
I want to give
I'm-
Slazo a round of applause for that.
I'm going to vote yes as well, because
I'm
I only got
agreeing
it.
with-
Because I
I'm
couldn't
agreeing
think of
with
any other
Slazo.
game that week. I literally was watching jet ski videos, and I was like, oh, Ray Race, and then you were like, it's your turn, and I'm like, oh no. So I was always surprised that it got in, so I will happily vote with you and make it a
Yeah.
clean sweep that it's being deleted. But it always had them months that it was in it, and it will be proud of them months. It was a good honour for it. So.
Yeah, it did well. It had a good life.
People remembered it existed for a few months.
Yeah. Laura, do you want to go next?
I just feel petty now because I'm nominating one of Slater's games.
Hey.
What is it, Laura?
I was gonna nominate Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, fuck off!
I know this is not a popular choice, but at the end of the day, when we were talking about the Mario game that Squiggy put in, Super Mario World, right? Yeah. When we were going through that and we're listing all these Mario games, I literally then figured out that I would probably list a lot of Mario games ahead of Mario Galaxy, like 64, Sunshine, all of them are kind of there, and I was just kind of looking on the list thinking of all the Mario games that we have on it. I think Super Mario Galaxy is good, don't get me wrong, Slazo, before you try and stab me in the face. but I don't think there's much that it pioneers or does. I mean,
It's the most critically acclaimed Mario of all time, by
it
the way.
can be, but as we just discussed, critically acclaimed means nothing. See, I was thinking when you were doing this.
No, that's why the topic set you up for
Yeah.
this.
This is literally why we is. But I generally just think there's space for other games. I think
Yep,
Super
sound
Mario
like
World...
this critically
That was
acclaimed Mario.
was that pun intended, Laura? Space, galaxy.
Yeah,
space.
it was. It
The,
was.
most,
Thank
the
you.
second most critically acclaimed is the sequel, but go on.
He's still gonna moan. But basically,
Getting
with
salty.
the inclusion, I'd rather have Sunshine. I'd rather have 64. We have World in there. I just genuinely think Super Mario Galaxy isn't a top 50 game. I think it's a great game and it's good for what it is, but it's not the Mario game that should be in the list. And that's honestly how I feel about it. I just think.
I agree with
Yeah.
you that I prefer Sunshine, but Galaxy is the pioneer and always has been.
I don't
And now-
think it's the.
Now,
We can go to vote.
no.
Oh, Squiggy's gonna
Oh,
support opinion.
it's like
Squiggy, support me.
No,
support
because-
me in my dreams.
well, no, because I disagree with you when you said like there's like we should have other Mario games in instead. I think we could have more Mario games in this top 50. Like
Yeah.
As well as.
yeah, like I think
Oh
I
my
think
Make a very big case for 64
yeah. Well,
alongside Galaxy.
I would have 64 Galaxy and the Super Mario World that I nominated.
Yeah.
Because I think they're the three that pioneered Mario games. You had your first 3D one.
Yeah.
And then I think Galaxy's like took that up a notch. Sunshine was great, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it did much more over.
I'm
64.
with you there.
Whereas I think Galaxy then went a level further with that, which is why I'm sorry,
God
Laura.
damn it.
I'm disagreeing with
I
you on
will
that
try
one.
again each week. You know what? I didn't make any rules that we can't repeatedly nominate, so just wear you
We're
down
gonna have to
every
get a
week.
better argument. But no, I can't agree with that. I agree with your points about other Mario games should be in there. But
I just see other Mario games higher than it, and I was just trying to eliminate some Mario games. I'm
but
sorry.
I think that there's only 2 Mario games in there.
I know, and that's. But I'm thinking in my
And
head
that's
that I'd
too
add.
many.
No. I'm thinking in my head I had 3 above Super Mario Galaxy, so I was thinking that would then be 5.
Yeah. No,
That's
yeah,
where
I
I'm
don't
at.
agree.
And my maths is good, Squiggy. God damn it. Anyway, Squiggy.
Yeah. Right. So I
So
spoke
Laura
about.
becomes the first to fail at kicking one out.
Oh
and,
my god.
Well, that's also why I asked Laura to go before me.
God, you're so
I'm not gonna lie.
good.
Um,
God.
well,
I'm sorry, you're the one who decided to pick one of the most critically acclaimed games on the
we've
list.
just
Laura.
spoken about why critically acclaimed means nothing,
Yeah,
alright?
well-
Come
well,
at me,
I
bro.
think the sensible target.
Come
this
at
is
me, bro.
This is a good segue because mine is also a Slazo game. It's also
Okay.
a critically acclaimed game,
Yes!
and it's also a game that I discussed before. And that
Oh,
is-
he's not getting my vote on this. You can fuck right off if the next word's out of your mouth of Little Big Planet.
Right, I need to go through the list and find another Slazo game. But yeah, no, it is a Little Big Planet. It's gonna be a resounding no, but I just don't think. I agree. Why I agree with what you said, Slazo, about like what it did for like that genre of like the creation sort of side of games. I just don't think. Like, fair enough, you've got the creation side, which makes you like sort of adventurous, and it goes to the creative people. But some people did want just probably a platformer as well, and there's nothing there for them really. There's a generic, basic story mode, and that's
Okay.
that's like that's fair enough. The game is about like sandbox and creation, but if you go into that wanting like just to play like some levels without sort of downloading anything, you can't. Like, but you can, but they're not
But
very
it's
good.
never advertised. as
Yeah,
that.
but whereas
It's always
for me,
Planet
Little Big
Share.
Planet 2, I think, did the single player better as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
And if it was up to me, I would probably swap Little Big Planet and Little Big Planet 2, and that's why I don't think Little Big Planet should be in there. It's a short argument. Like, I agree, probably a Little Big Planet game probably should be in the top 50, but I don't think it's that
But
one.
you say 2 over 1.
Yeah, that's my sort of
Okay.
thing for that. But yeah, there we go. That was a short argument. It's a no from Laura. I'm assuming
It's a
this.
no for me. It's a no. I'm sorry, Squeak. I know why you don't like it and everything, but I just think that's like a personal preference rather than what
Yeah.
doesn't really undermine what the game did for the world. Sorry.
It's a tricky one because I agree Little Big Planet 2 is the better game, but
But
Little
it's the
Big,
concept
but Little
that
Big
makes
Planet
the
1
franchise
completely
Yeah,
great.
well, that's what I mean. Like,
It's like if it was up to me, I'd have Galaxy 2 over Galaxy 1, but Galaxy 1 is the one.
yeah,
really
well, but
stood
that's the
out.
thing.
And I'll
Like,
still come at you, bro. I'm still coming at you.
yeah, like that's the thing. Like, Little Big Planet sort of give like that, like let your imagination sort of run wild in theory, but I think Little Big Planet 2 was a better step up, if that makes sense. And that's why I think if you had to pick one of them, I would pick 2 to be in there. And I think 2 is the one I played the most of.
I appreciate your arguments, but I'm going to have to disagree, I feel.
But can I ask one thing?
Go on.
Was it a better argument than Laura's?
Yes.
Then that's fine then. It's fine. It's like a defeat, but not a defeat. That's what I'm going with.
No, it's a defeat, mate.
So, so 2 no's, that's fair enough. Like, I didn't think it would, but I thought I might have been able to convince you to swap it, maybe. But
so, to re-establish things again, people, once again, I have succeeded when my compatriots have failed.
Yeah, well, that's because Laura's a soul.
Wait for 64 is out, but don't worry, Laura will nominate Burnout Paradise next week and redeem herself.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe she'll nominate that. What was the jet ski racing game?
Hydro Thunder.
Thunder.
Maybe she'll nominate that.
I wouldn't put that in there. I love it. Well, put it in there.
But yeah, this has been episode 68, I believe. Yes, episode 68 of the Party Chat Podcast. Hope you have
God, it's all coming back.
Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next week for episode 69.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
We're gone. Bye.
Goodbye.
We're missing the week. See you in 70.
No.